Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Quickly to the air is Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. Stiff-armed him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first carry now, this is Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Broncos at 9-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponent
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action now. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Way, and some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
4 yards remain on second down, ball on the 10.
10 cycles. Check.
Now a handoff up the middle. Way. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's got him in, complete. And they've got him right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. A give to Williams, running right. Down to about the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Kirk now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
38, flag 2.
2 are going to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Way. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ray. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Way. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stepped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Newman. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Again, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll cross over right at the 25.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Ready up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Tua.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Way. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd down, Way. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Play action. It's Wilson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's got some space here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run a little bit more.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. They will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Let's go.
From the 39, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Way. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run middle with Matthews. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go on fourth down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Way. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Tua gets this to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the error pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Let's go now. Wide open.
Tua on fourth down. This is caught by Evans. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal.
Set.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but it's a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue to play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 2nd down now, Way, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw of the OT session for Tua. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll go again with Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Way, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now a handoff up the middle. Way, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Way, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.